Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. And from all of us here, we wish you a very happy holidays. As you can hear that we have some lovely Christmas music playing behind us. I am jolly old Saint Ben, your host, and I'm joined, as always, by one of my wonderful little helpers, Noah.
Good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, joyous tidings of the season to everyone. It's so good to be here. I was so excited last week for the Christmas special, and here we are.
Has it lived up to its hype?
Well, I said I was going to be drinking hot chocolate and put a Christmas tree in the background, and I'm drinking coffee, and I have a Lego Y-Wing in the background, so no.
No. Okay. Well, I am so happy that you're here to join us. And our special guest this week, one of our special guests this week, you know and love him. His name is Michael.
Oh, that's not where I was expecting that would go. Oh, hi. I was going to find my ugly sweater, and I'd never committed to it, just like most things in life. So I'm not wearing an ugly sweater.
Neither am I.
Subjectively.
I'm still wearing my PJs. So
This is true.
But what's on the
That's
pants?
fine. I have ramen noodle pants in honor of Noodles at Noon. I'm wearing ramen noodle pants. And our next special guest this week, we know and love her too, but one of us loves her a little bit more than the rest. It's Jessy.
Hello, everybody. Merry holidays. And thanks for letting me come back on the show. I'm very excited.
Oh,
Jessy is on the show, as we know, because Ben's mom submitted feedback that we needed more women on the show. So Jessy is here.
I'm here to represent the feminist cause.
You do it well. Well, thank you so much, Jessy, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here. And thank you to all of you for listening. It is so great to be able to come to you weekly, and especially during this holiday season. Merry Christmas, as we've already said. Happy holidays. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We, a couple weeks ago, received a gift, and we kind of mentioned this in one of our shows already, but we received a gift in the mail on my doorstep from the illustrious Noodles at Midnight, which contained presents for each and every one of us, and we have those presents here with us. But it also came with a card, but the card said, open with last gift. So we're going to read that card with the last gift. I have not already opened it, as you can tell.
Yeah, it's sealed right there. I saw it.
Yeah, it's definitely still sealed. But we're going to dive in and open the first of 4 gifts. Now, I'm sorry, Jessy.
Noodles at Midnight clearly is showing favoritism because I didn't get anything.
You get
They're
to benefit
not
from my gifts.
They're not on board with the feminist cause.
Yeah, apparently.
So, but
Youngest first.
yeah, that's Michael. He's already diving in.
Oh,
Yes, it's mini M&Ms. The
Oh,
best kind of M&Ms.
they are the
mini
best.
ones.
You get more shell per chocolate.
So good. Yeah, there is more shell. per
You get more
chocolate
crushed
ratio.
beetle parts per chocolate.
That's wonderful. That's present number 1.
That
not
was
too
present.
bad.
You know, Michael, how you were looking for Shaker for making the intro? You could have just done this. It's a delightful sound.
Doesn't resonate as well.
It does, yeah. I, for my first gift, got the very same thing.
Oh
M&M's.
Oh my God.
And I do love me some good M&Ms. So, they're M&M minis. So, we already mentioned that. The better show.
End of the show.
Ben's not
Okay, I
listening.
wasn't listening.
Well, not to play favorites, or not that Noodles at Midnight is playing favorites or anything. Thank you. Jessy has to hold my microphone when I open these because I only have one mic stand and she has it. But mine appear to be on theme with my liking. It is a nerd's rope. It's a holiday nerd's rope. It's got white, green, and red
hopscotch.
nerds.
Ooh.
It says tear and share. So Jessy, we can share the nerd's rope
And tear it.
and tear it.
So maybe they were thinking of you, Jessy, because you can share and tear.
Yeah.
Tear and share.
Probably. I'll take it.
Tear and share. Well, thank you, Noodles at Midnight.
You know what's What's great about these
Oh, he's
mini
opening
M&M
it.
tubes, Michael?
We
I
can
have
do
already
nerd
opened
shots
it,
with
'cause I'm
them.
like that. But we can do nerd shots, but they're M&M shots.
Oh, he's
Oh,
This
he's
is
very
my
early.
breakfast.
Starting early.
Whoa.
Oh man.
I
Man,
shouldn't
that's
have done
great.
that,
Well,
'cause
thanks.
Someone has
Yeah.
to introduce the next segment.
All right. Well, the next segment is weekly updates. Michael, I see you have written here on the notes that you got Star Wars LASIK or something. So I'm curious to hear about that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I am at the point in life where I am ready to get rid of the glasses. The old glasses have been on my face since like first grade. It's time for them to go. And I went to a LASIK consultation. And there I met my wonderful financial counselor who talked to me about the process of laser eye surgery. And she just got back from her honeymoon and wedding in Florida. And she went to the Disney, is Disney World, right? I always get them switched. Yes, the Disney World. And she went to Star Wars Land and did the ride of the Rise of the Resistance ride and all this stuff. And I covet that because I want to go. But right when they opened it here, I think in the California one, was like last June. So I've had no time until then, and the pandemic happened. So I am very jelly that my financial counselor for LASIK went to Star Wars World, and we talked about it for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh yeah, you probably have appointments after mine. I'm sorry. But it was so good, and I got to ask all the questions I wanted to. And apparently, having face shields on the cast members at Disney is like oddly era appropriate for Star Wars, according to them.
So what about for the people that are like wearing stormtrooper costumes? Do they just keep wearing their stormtrooper
I
costumes?
guess, yeah, probably. But I thought that was funny because we got into my Star Wars tangent, and once that happens, it's all downhill, as you know from last week's show. Once we start talking about Star Wars, you can't get out of it.
Which is why we can't
You-
talk about The Mandalorian, because we could talk probably the entire show.
Did you
Just
get
about.
caught up, Noah?
I'm caught up now. Michael was watching it yesterday with my Disney Plus account before I was able to, and he kept leaving spoilers in the Discord, like hidden. You can leave a spoiler in Discord where it hides it, and you have to click on it to see it. And yeah, he was just taunting me
That's just mean.
all day.
But and
No, but at least I didn't completely spoil stuff.
no, you didn't, because I don't watch The
Clicked them all.
Mandalorian at all. And I would just click on the spoilers, and none of them I would say are actual spoilers, because it would be things like, I don't like the person who directed this episode.
Yeah,
And I don't think that's really a spoiler.
Well, I didn't want to give away anything, because if I would have had any of that told to me, I don't think I would have liked it. But the directing style was way too weird for me. And I looked up what this guy directed, Peter Frank, or what's his name? I don't know. But
Spoiler.
he did like, yeah,
Spoilers.
he did really like comedy shows, and I'm like, yeah, that's what showed in the episode, and I didn't appreciate it. And also, yeah, I can't say anything else because
I think the thing
People
that
may not
really
have listened.
bothered me is when that one character came in the end and they played that Seinfeld bass line every time he walked in. and left.
Oh, that would
yeah,
be
that was the weird part.
that'd be so funny. Just big, like, series changing moment, and
Laugh track in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny. Michael, do you think they could perform LASIK surgery with a lightsaber?
Maybe a very small lightsaber. A very small, precise lightsaber.
I mean, that's what a
less
laser is.
civilized than a blaster. Yeah, right. I guess it's a very tiny lightsaber already. Cheers.
Cheers.
He's doing a shot of
Um,
M&Ms.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you and your pursuit of deviating away from the glasses lifestyle, even though Noah and I both still proudly support our spectacles. But
Well, come mid-February 2021, I will no longer need spectacles.
that's
Kind of
sad.
sad, but it's kind of good. These were giving me a headache the other day because I went to the dentist too. Look, what a great life. LASIK, dentist, and then like stupid other appointments. But anyway, I went, and I think she bashed them as I was getting my teeth cleaned, so I had a
Ooh.
headache yesterday. But then I bent them back, and then they're totally fine. So
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
glasses for the headache.
Well,
not to
literal
mention fogging with wearing a mask.
That too.
yeah.
That's
that
the
too.
big downside. We need
Well,
a
I'm
miracle.
leaving the glasses gang.
Ben, we need a miracle.
We do need a miracle. And in accordance with the Christmas season, I experienced a miracle the other day at the gas station, which is pretty much the best place to experience miracles, I think. But I pulled up to the gas station at the local King
Gas
Supers.
station. Oh, okay.
So I was in the land of the king to experience this miracle, very on par with the Christmas season. And I put in my code and everything, and it said, you have a 50-cent discount because
50 cent.
50-cent
Nice.
discount because we earn points for our gas savings or whatever. And I was like, that is dope. So I clicked, yes, I want to use the full 50-cent amount. And I was like, since I'm doing that, I'm not going to worry about how much I spend. I'm just going to fill my car all the way up. Because normally I'll try to put it at like, I'm going to spend exactly $10 or spend exactly $15 and just try and stop the nozzle right there. But I was like, I'm going to treat myself and my car to some nice full tank of gasness. And so I was like, I'm going to go just start squeegeeing my windshield and stuff. So I'm doing that, and I hear it go click, which means it's done. And I'm like, awesome. And I look up, and it's stopped. It was like 14.717 gallons, which, whatever. But I look at the price, and it was exactly $25. Not $25.01, not $24.70, exactly $25.
What a gangster.
What a miracle.
It was a miracle. Honestly, it was the best part of my week. And which could say something about the week I had, but still. And at gas stations and even like anywhere in general, I never get receipts. Like if it's like, would you like a receipt? I'm like, no, I don't need a receipt. It's just a piece of paper that tells me something I already know. But I got a receipt from this gas station, so I could like frame it and be like, this is a miracle. This is exactly $25 without meaning to at a gas station. It was amazing. I felt touched. I felt close to God. I really did.
You
Okay,
should
maybe not
turn
that.
that into
On
an
ice.
ornament, like a Christmas ornament. Just put
Yeah.
a hole in it and put it on your tree.
The time I spent exactly $25 without meaning to at a gas station.
Were you standing on ice at any point during this? Was it a miracle on ice?
Oh,
Okay, that's really
Oh.
obscure. Okay,
that
that's fine. Whatever.
that's
Okay.
it's that's a is that a true story? No, I'm kidding. Of course it is. The
What?
Miracle on Ice, the
Yes.
1980 something U.S. hockey
Yeah,
team
1980. Yep.
beating those Russians. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Even though it happened
Whoa,
like
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
30
Capitalism
years ago,
on.
or 50 years ago actually. No, 40 years ago.
Not 50.
I'm
Yeah,
bad at
yes.
math. That's why I was
Speaking
so
of bad at
excited. It was
math.
exactly $25. But that is my gas station miracle. I'm sorry if it fell short of some people's expectations, but to me, that is like the peak of amazing things that have happened.
It's been a riveting week for all of us, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
It really has.
Michael
whole
went to
staying
2
at home
doctors'
thing.
offices. I went to a gas station.
And I acquired a vest.
He did. And let me tell you about this
Bulletproof,
vest.
nice.
No, I'm kidding. Noah's going to tell you about this vest.
All right, okay, so I went and stopped. I'm still not seeing people, but I had to go pick up some mail from my previous house that I used to live at before we got married. And one of my roommates / adopted brother, shout out to Jessy G, not Jesse in the room,
Jessy
but
G.
other Jesse. He handed me this vest, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you take this for a couple weeks and just mess around with it?" And this is no ordinary vest. This is not like a nice, fancy go out to dinner vest. You know, we all have our dinner vests. It kind of looks like a skinny backpack, and you wear it and you buckle it in several places, and then you tighten it so it's really tight on your body. And then you plug it into your TV or your game console or anything that has a headphone out. And every every loud noise or any low bass sounds, it vibrates the whole vest and in turn vibrates your entire body. So I hooked this up to some games this week. I hooked it up. I was playing some of the new Zelda recently, and I put this vest on, and it was in like a battle scene, and there were cannons firing, and you just like feel the cannons in your chest, which I'm sure was unnerving to Jessy, who was also in the room.
It was very loud, but all I can hear is the vibration, and so I don't really know what's going on.
I'm just sitting on the couch with headphones on, looking at my Switch, and you hear.
But he looked very excited, so very just enjoying life.
It's the ultimate nerd thing. Like, does it add that much to the experience? I don't know. Is it worth the price? No, but it's the coolest thing, and you have to experience it to believe it.
Yeah,
And-
I've heard of those.
Well,
I have.
I had to go over to Noah's house to deposit the presents that were so graciously given to us. And while masked the entire time and distanced, he did let me try on the vest, and he Bluetooth connected it to his phone. And for whatever reason, instead of just like a normal process of showing me how it worked, he just looked up dubstep music
I knew that's
And-
where that was going.
and turned it all the way up on his phone. So like I couldn't hear, because like all the sound was going through the vest, so I couldn't hear the song at all. So it's just kind of like an anticipation of when the vibrations were going to start. And it was remarkably aggressive is kind of how I would phrase it. But the worst part was when he just decided to skip ahead in the song because he decided it wasn't vibrating enough. And he just like skipped the most vibrating part. And it terrified me.
There was
'Cause
like
all
a
of a sudden
20
he was just
second
like,
pause.
And I was like,
Like 20 seconds where it was super quiet and everything. And I was like, all right, skip ahead. And then immediately it's like, and Ben like jumped off the ground. Like, what is going on?
That makes me. Sorry, Ben. I want to share a story of something I did in college that will probably get me in trouble, but I don't care. It's too late now. You can't revoke my diploma. My friend Holden. I'm using his name. Sorry, Holden. I didn't ask. But we went into one of the large. It was called the sectional room. So it was like a large room that you would have an entire section go practice in, and they had speakers in the room and like an amplifier, kind of like a AV amplifier. If you've ever had an old home studio, you've seen those. So what we did was we connected our phone to it and turned up Sail, bass boosted edition, and then we cranked the bass all the way up on the receiver and just blasted it. And like in the room, it was just nuts. It was just shaking the entire room. But when you go out to the hallway, all you heard was Sail. It was like the best thing that's ever happened to me. And that was, I think it was after marching band one day. So it was like 9 p.m. and no one was there, but we were just dying in the room the entire time. But that's what that reminded me of.
That's hilarious. So at the college I went to, here's another fun story. In one of the dining halls during the holiday season, they had a piano. And I was like, that's cool. So I was like, I'm going to go play the piano because I know a few songs on the piano. And I was like, I can't remember what song I was playing, but it wasn't like, it was a nice, pretty song. It wasn't getting any reaction. So then I was like, okay, I'll play For Release. So I started playing that a little bit. Again, no reaction. And I'm like, well, I know how to play Sail on the piano. So I start playing that, and then like these tables at the dining hall. So it's like there's like Christmas lights everywhere, and everyone's eating, and I start playing it. They're like, Sail! While I'm playing this song, I was like, really? That's what you wanted the whole time? Okay.
We need to have Daniel back on the show to show us his piano skills. We were at a work
yes.
retreat a number of months ago, and there was a piano like in this hotel we were in, and he sits down and he starts playing one of the songs from Minecraft.
Nice.
Nerd.
Wet Hands.
Yeah, I can't remember if it
Sweden.
was Wet Hands or what. Is that one of the songs?
Some of those are in the soundtrack. Is it a record? One of the records? Cat? Was
It's
he
one
playing
of the
Cat?
soundtrack songs. I'll have to
Okay.
ask him which song. We'll be hearing from him later on in the show, I think.
But not with this information.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unless he preemptively was like, they're going to want to know this.
Yeah.
He's like,
By the
hey
way, I
guys,
can play
just so you
Wet
know,
Hands
I
on
was
the
playing
piano."
Wet Hands one time.
I wasn't playing with wet hands on the piano. I was playing wet hands on the piano.
All right, speaking of female representation, we need to hear how Jesse's week has been.
Okay, well, I mean, overall, my week was really good, and I had to say goodbye to the kids I was teaching for the semester, but I didn't have a story to share. I just had an epiphany to share, and as I've been...
It's pronounced Epiphone. It's a kind of guitar.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not very educated. No, but as I've been doing more Christmas shopping, yeah, my public schooling is showing.
I am in a room full of public schoolers right now.
How does it feel?
That's true, because you're in a room with Jessy.
Yep.
That's true. Sorry. Anyway, Jessy.
So I've been doing my Christmas shopping, and I've been trying to get as much shopping done in person as possible, and I've been seeking out places where I can actually talk to a cashier and not just go to a self-checkout or order on Amazon, because it turns out I actually really miss talking to people. I'm very introverted, and before the pandemic I was like self-checkout only, don't want to talk to strangers ever, and now I'm oh, can I chat more with the Barnes and Noble cashier before I leave? And so it's nice, and I hope this sticks with me on into, COVID-less years of just enjoying the company of literally anyone. So yeah, I was just realizing, I guess I do like talking to strangers. It's nice.
She just likes being able to get away from me. A brief respite, go to Target.
I didn't want to say it, but yes.
I can understand that. There's a reason we only do this show once a week instead of more. So,
Yeah.
And they don't talk to me the rest of the week. We have this group
That's true.
chat, and it's just me every day. Like, guys, you there?
Yeah,
Hey,
I know
friend.
that is super not true.
good morning.
We definitely played Battlefront, and we were not all in a call, and we just sat there silently in our rooms getting destroyed.
Yeah, how
by
many games did we
professionals.
win of Battlefront?
0.
None. We didn't win any.
Exactly this many. 0.
I was talking about this tonight. I'm like, yeah. Well, the other night I went to Noah's house to drop off the presents, and then I went to Michael's house to drop off the presents, and then I went home and played Battlefront with Noah and Michael. They're like, did you talk to anybody else that day? I'm like, no.
Well, who wants to hear from a bunch of different people? Like a bunch of different people.
That's actually a
do.
good
That sounds
transition
fun.
because we were talking about Jessy liking to talk to people, and now we're going to talk to people.
Or at least listen to strangers'
least listen
voices.
The people talk to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Russia, people talk to you. You don't talk to people. Does that mean?
No, I don't
I
think
don't-
that's me.
Okay.
Only
cool.
one of the people on this list I know is Russian, so yeah.
Oh shoot! Oops, sorry.
It's fine. She's adopted.
I take it
Anyway,
back.
so last week we asked you guys to submit some speak pipes with your favorite holiday traditions, and now we're going to listen to some of those speak pipes. So
I just saw Noah dab on the haters. I'm really confused.
I think something's. I don't know what's going on with them.
I don't know either.
Jesse,
okay,
are you
about to
all right? I
propose?
want to hear your explanation.
Wait, can I open my eyes yet?
Yes, you can open your eyes.
Blink twice. Okay.
Did you have a Christmas present for her pulled up on your computer?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
I thought he
well,
was about to propose. I was excited.
Again.
They're already married.
I had to get into my email to pull up the speak pipes, and Jesse, like a bunch of Christmas present things would pop up in my email, so I asked Jesse to close her eyes.
I just
Alright.
needed a nap real quick, so I'm ready.
That's
I'm
okay.
ready to go. Ready.
All right, I think we're going to listen to these in the order in which we received them, if that works for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, and let's hear from our first message from Natalie.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for posing this question. My name is Natalie, and my favorite holiday tradition happens at my family's Christmas get-together, where we play a massive round of White Elephant. There are usually 30 to 40 people there, and gifts range from serious things to joke gifts, so it's always fun to see who unwraps what. While this won't be happening this year and my family's substituting with a Secret Santa within our immediate family, I'm excited and look forward to White Elephant in the future. Happy holidays!
Great. Thanks, Natalie, for ringing us in. What do you guys do White Elephant? We recently started doing that at Extended Family.
I'm a big fan of White Elephant. It was a big, church thing for me growing up. We would always do a White Elephant gift exchange. But even in college with the ministry I was a part of, Sco Navs, it was, we would do it at the leadership meetings. We would have a White Elephant gift exchange. And the best White Elephant gift I ever received, because it's totally random how you get the gifts. And I selected a box of trophies that was given by the campus director of Navs. But the amazing thing, because they were from his childhood, so they're all from the late 80s, early 90s. But the incredible thing is his name is also Ben. So they all already had my name on them. And I was like, awesome.
Convenient.
I guess I was the 1995 DECA state champion. That's sweet. Even though I've never participated in DECA in my life and I hadn't been born yet. So that's the best one I've received, personally.
You know what I got once? I got a kit of Smirnoff mixed drink tools. So they had shakers, the spoon that you go like this and start a fire with. And anyone who knows me knows that I definitely don't use those things. So I got that, and the only thing I used was the spoon to make protein shakes. I used the spoon for. The shakers, I don't know where they are. They're downstairs somewhere, but yeah, they're still present.
I think there was a small group that we've been a part of for a while that we always did a White Elephant gift exchange. I think last year I won a coconut, which was pretty awesome. We've gotten some good gifts out of that. I've seen Bob Ross posters. What were some of the things?
A picture of you.
Oh, yeah. There's a picture of me
What a
on the
great
beach
present.
that's been floating around for a couple years.
And I don't even remember who brought that gift, but it wasn't
I need
Noah.
that.
It was not me.
Noah on a beach.
One of my friends, every year, he would just bring... So there was always a $15 price limit. He would just bring $15 cash.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's the best
And
gift.
then somebody would open it, and then he would, when it would come to his term, he would just steal it. So he always broke even with all of the White Elephant gift exchanges.
Jeez. What a guy.
Shout out
Well, that
to
was a good
Will,
tradition.
who's a faithful listen to our podcast, by the way.
But
Oh,
not a
great.
speak piper, Will. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, Will.
Whoa.
Spoilers.
This one comes to us from Melissa.
Hi guys, this is Melissa. I just wanted to say that I listened to your podcast last week. It was super fun, super interesting, and I just wanted to say thank you for providing some entertainment during my finals week. That definitely helped. My family's favorite holiday tradition is baking and decorating Christmas cookies. We usually go all out with frosting, sprinkles. We get super into decorating. It usually takes a whole day, but it's super fun. So yeah, that's my family's holiday tradition.
Kukels. Do you guys do kukels?
What's a kugel?
I do kukels.
It's the correct pronunciation of cookies, okay?
I actually
it is?
asked Jessy when she went to the store the other day to buy some cookie cutters because I really want to make gingerbread men.
And the only shapes that were left, literally the only shapes, were llamas, dogs, and gnomes. So
that's what
That's
we're going to
what
be
we have.
making.
Was there
Yeah.
Noah on a beach cut out?
Ooh, we should make one of those.
yeah.
Please don't. Please don't.
I want
Well,
a
thanks,
llama,
Melissa.
a ginger llama. What?
Ginger llama.
Ginger llama.
They have
I
no
want
souls.
one of those.
If we can track down gingerbread mix or molasses, we cannot, Jessy specifically, because she does most of the shopping, but she cannot find anywhere the ingredients for gingerbread men.
I mean, I'm sure they're all over the city, but in one single store, I've not been able to find everything yet. So, sorry.
So maybe Noodles at midnight will come through for us with these presents.
Mail you some ginger ingredients. Well, thanks, Melissa, for phoning in. Cookies are a pastime of my family as well during the holidays. So let's hear the next one from Jesse's buddy.
Hi, Noodles at Pets. Have a happy dog and merry dogs.
Yes, yes.
You want to explain, Jesse?
This is my buddy from work who will remain anonymous.
He sounds too young to work.
And we recorded that like 4 different times, and he said something different each time, so that's what you get.
Cool.
It was
Dogs are
adorable and
great.
perfect. That's what we got.
All right, our next one comes from Aaron. Again, he has a podcast. Topic Please, topicplease.com.
Which, by the way,
Topic.com.
I've been listening
Nice.
to now. It's awesome. Very good podcast. Very funny people. And
Highly recommend.
they also mentioned us on the show, which that's all you need to get a recommendation from us.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're pretty
poor
easy.
Poor Aaron had to say noodlespodcast.com after every time his wife mentioned the podcast.
And
So-
it was hilarious, and I loved it.
All right, let's hear it from Aaron.
Hi, guys. This is Aaron from the Topic Please podcast again. First of all, I would like to say, Noah, thank you. I get to have a best friend. It just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Now, onto the Christmas tradition. I have this tradition where every year, at least one of the gifts that I wrap for somebody, I wrap the box completely in duct tape and then wrap it just like a present. And occasionally I will wrap it in multiple boxes that are completely wrapped in duct tape to make somebody really have to work to get their gift.
Yes.
That's just something that I enjoy doing. It drives people nuts, but it's a great time. Keep up the great show, guys.
Man, I need to steal that one. That's too good.
I've had this done for me for my birthday, where someone, like, it was in a big box, and there was like duct tape, saran wrap, more tape, packaging tape, another box, all this stuff, and then like it was just like a really teeny tiny. You know those things where you like put them in water and then they get bigger?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was one of those of like a cat, and it was like really teeny tiny, but it was in this giant packaging. So I've had that done to me, and it's fun. I'm sure it's more fun for the people who's wrapped it, but
Oh man. I have not wrapped any of Jesse's presents yet, so maybe I'll
have
do
you
that.
gotten any of Jesse's presents? Because last time I was over there, it didn't seem like you had.
Someone's getting busted on the
Uh-oh.
podcast.
Okay, in my defense, Jesse's birthday was last week. So, and also I haven't really left the house, so I haven't figured out online shopping
fair.
yet or time management. So I have ordered all of her presents, and they should all be showing up Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Oh, great. Yeah,
My,
no stress there.
My brother would understand the difficulty of having a December birthday along with you, Jesse, because his birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So it's really hard for me to order his presents in between his birthday and Christmas. I
you
can't
just have to
do
plan
it.
ahead.
I know. It normally manifests in me not getting him any birthday presents.
That's a good solution, I think. I think you made the
And-
right call.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Christmas, I'm like, here's stuff.
Here's
Very
all
good.
your stuff.
And he got married in December too.
Oh,
His-
wow.
His anniversary is the 22nd. So his anniversary is the 22nd, his birthday's the 24th, and then Christmas is the 25th.
Wow.
Oh, so good.
Just get it all out in 1 week. My grandpa's the same way. Birthday, anniversary, and Christmas all in 1 week.
Wow.
In December.
Right next to Christmas.
Well, oh yeah, you said Christmas.
Yeah, not this summer.
This
Christmas.
year, Christmas is canceled, so I forgot.
All right. Thanks, Aaron, for calling in with that great one about duct tape and boxes. Let's hear it from our friend.
Topicpleasepodcast.com.
Topicplease.com.
Topicplease.com.
There it is, 17 times. All right.
Yes.
Danielle called in for us.
Hey, Noodles at Noon podcast. This is sometimes guest host Daniel, and I'm responding to your question about what is our favorite Christmas tradition. I'd say for me, my favorite Christmas tradition is celebrating Advent, which specifically for us, that means typically lighting Advent candles and being mindful of the Advent themes that are taking place in the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas Day. This means that most of December is actually spent thinking about the longing and the expectation for Christ's birth on Christmas Day. And then there's the 12 days of Christmas that are observed starting on Christmas Day for 12 days after. So it's just been a really meaningful way for not only myself, but also my family to just align our hearts with the longing of the coming of the Messiah and the good news that that is, and then also being able to celebrate in the joy of Christ's birth. So maybe that's super theological and deep, but it's really fun. There's lots of great books and great podcasts and different things that you can find out there to help you celebrate if you'd like to celebrate Advent. So there you go. Thanks, guys. Keep up the great work.
Great
Amen
message
to
there
that.
from Daniel. I know he one-upped everyone here.
I know. Love that guy.
Yeah,
We-
Daniel. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say my family's been doing Advent every single night, listening to a podcast, but lighting the candles. So if you do want a good Advent podcast, there's one by adventpodcast.com. No, it's by a gal named Jill Briscoe, and she's British. But they're like 3 minutes long, and it's just her telling a different section and some ideas of the Advent season, which it's really good, and I really appreciate it. And thank you, Daniel, because Advent is a wonderful season, and I'm sure Noah and Michael have other things to say about that too.
Yeah, we've been doing Advent. This is our first Advent, kind of doing it together. It was a tradition in my family's house growing up, but I haven't really done it. I didn't do it last year because I didn't live with them and just kind of living on my own. It didn't happen, but Jessy and I have been doing that and also doing a podcast with our church, and it's been really good. Yeah, it's a good way to refocus and just remember what the season is about, and especially the podcast we've been listening to, they've been talking a lot about how we have a bigger understanding of what it means to be anticipating or longing for something, like the Advent season reflects, because we're all kind of longing for this pandemic to be over, and we can kind of have a deeper understanding of that longing like Advent represents. So
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't done much in the way of nightly, but usually on Sundays I've been listening to. There's a great church in New York City. I think it's New Life or something in New York. I think they have like multiple campuses throughout the United States, but they have had some wonderful messages on Sundays for Sundays of Advent that have been great. And then other than that, I eat chocolates out of a box that are numbered 1 through 25, and that is my Advent celebration for the longing of chocolate and Christ's coming. So there you go. It's symbolic. Thank you, Daniel, again for calling in. And we have our second to final message from Alina. And here it goes.
Hi, my name's Alina, and I'm just talking about my Christmas traditions with my family. So my family always watches Christmas Vacation on Christmas Eve, and we'll actually even compete in a trivia about the movie. So we'll ask each other questions about what's the very first carol that they're singing in the car, what day in the Advent calendar did they go to the mall, and it's just a lot of fun. I know it's a terrible movie, but we watch it every year, and honestly, everyone in our family could probably quote it. And it's just so fun that we get to do that together, and all the cousins and aunts and uncles all come together and we watch this movie and have this trivia night. So yeah, that's our Christmas tradition.
You guys know what that was an explanation of?
Advent?
Seen it.
Oh. That is Seen It.
I wonder if they have a Christmas Seen It. They have to, right?
I'll have to get this person that for Christmas if they have a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Seen It.
Well, that sounds like a great tradition. That's really fun.
That's my third favorite Christmas movie. Mind you.
What's your top three? Yeah.
It's White Christmas, and then Elf, and then National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. In that order.
White Christmas. That's kind of an oldie, isn't it?
It is 1954.
Wow.
I actually watched this the other night, and I realized, because since it came out in 1954, one of the characters is like, this person got a job in Alaska, which means they've been out of the country for 3 months. And I had to go back and look it up because Alaska became a country or a state in 1959. So Alaska wasn't even a state when this movie came out. So.
Oh, wow. That's funny. That's not that long ago.
Well, thank you, Alina, for calling in. And speaking of Christmas movies, we've got a message here from Dylan.
Hi, everyone. First-time noodler, long-time fan. I'd say my favorite Christmas tradition is decorating Christmas cookies with my family the week before Christmas. My favorite Christmas memory would be when a certain friend of mine, who will go unnamed, we were walking back from a football game and we started quoting Home Alone together and we shouted in the middle of the night, Kevin, you spent $967 on room service. We just busted out laughing.
Michael, is this a reference?
I don't know who he's talking about.
Well, I don't think it's
all.
me.
Yeah, it's probably Ben. I think.
No,
Dylan
it's not
friends.
me and Noah. I don't know. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I confess. We did marching band, and there were many late nights of slap happiness and Halloween era references, or holiday references that we made. Also, probably Halloween. I think we did some Halloween football games. But yeah, Dylan and I really like Home Alone. And he knows to the dollar amount how much Kevin spent on room service at the end of Home Alone 2. And that's where that came from. It was amazing. It was the best.
Also, he brings up an interesting point, which he says he's a first-time noodler, long-time fan. Are we saying that people who listen to our show...
No, people
do we have
who
a name
do
for them?
speak pipes are noodlers.
They're noodlers, but do we have a name for just fans in general?
The chopsticks.
The chopsticks.
I don't know. What? Is there something wrong with that?
Is there?
I don't know.
We need to really brand our audience. Like every big YouTuber, they have a name for their followers. We need to come up with some good names.
The nudists.
What's up, nudists? How's it going today?
Thank you for listening to our show week in and week out. Bunch of nudists. Thanks for hanging around.
I think nudists would be
Cut
people
all that out.
who don't like the show.
Oh, it's staying. That is
kind of along with like
stay.
racist or sexist. Like if you don't like the Noodles podcast, you are a nudist.
Okay.
I don't think those
That's
are
a little
quite
better.
similar.
Close enough.
I think it's worse to be one of those other things, but okay.
Well, thanks again, Dylan, for bringing up that terrible memory of us being totally exhausted after having expended like 3,200 calories at a football game, running around on a field, or playing on a field, I guess. In the band, that is.
Michael is a star quarterback.
Apparently.
Was, yeah.
Unintentionally.
It's all those protein shakes.
Yeah, from my Smirnoff shakers.
From your Smirnoff shake.
Ben, you have the final
I do.
ring-a-ding-ding.
And this one was sent to me on my phone, so I'm going to send it to Noah, who's editing this, but bear with us as I try and play it through my phone.
A Christmas greeting to you and all and everyone. My name is Amelia. This is Martha.
And Kim.
And we have been listening to you guys for a couple months now. And you guys are really fun to listen to. So
we're big fans.
Big fans. And we just started a new Christmas tradition as of this year. And this past week, we went to look at Christmas lights. And it was really fun.
We wore matching PJs. So that's key. You can look at Christmas lights, but if you're not wearing matching PJs, does it really count?
It doesn't.
True. No.
And on top of that, we went to good old Dutch Bros and got ourselves some candy cane hot chocolate. So with that in hand, that brought us truly into the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
It really did.
Yeah.
So that's our new Christmas tradition.
Jesse and I did a very similar thing last night. We went and looked at Christmas lights last night, which was really fun. We were not in matching pajamas, though. We own no matching PJs.
You should get some. I'll get you some.
Thanks, Ben. How nice.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Ben, did you and your brother have matching PJs at any point in your life?
No, I don't know what my brother wore when he slept, so
Your mom didn't buy like the matching Christmas outfits though?
Well, see, I was the big like pajama person. Like, as we've already mentioned, I'm wearing noodle pajama pants right now because I just really like pajamas. I wear them all the time. And now that I'm working from home, I wear them to work. So I was really like, I have lots of like flannel pajama pants and all that stuff. So I was really the only one who liked that sort of stuff. So I will normally get them for Christmas, but my brother, not really.
Well, that was great to hear from Amelia and friends. Did she say what her friend's name was?
They said their names.
Martha and Kim.
Yeah.
Amelia, Martha, and Kim. Thanks for listening to the show.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening to the show. And thank you all who called in and left speak pipes. We really appreciate it. You made this show what it is because, frankly, we didn't want to plan anything this week. So thank you so much for doing the work for us and for being fans all throughout this entire year. And Michael, you apparently don't want me to leave a heartfelt message because he's currently unwrapping his second gift, which I guess is what we're going to do now.
I thought it was Mike and Ike's.
That would be ironic.
Sour Patch Kids. What?
Ooh.
Oh, it has my name on it. How do they know my name? I'm kidding.
Mine has my name on it too.
Candy, thanks.
I'm digging into mine too.
Ooh. They're trolley sour trees.
Oh, are we all sour for the second one?
Let's see. I have. Can you guys guess?
Sour
Nerds.
Nerds. It's Frosty Nerds featuring
Ooh,
watermelon,
Frosty
wild
Nerds.
cherry, and punch. My 3 favorite Christmas
that-
flavors.
Wendy's edition. Frosty Nerds.
You can do a big shot of nerds with these.
Yeah, you could. It's like the box kind.
For
Yeah.
better or worse.
I might have to use some of these in our gingerbread house decorating we're going to do a little later today.
Ooh, and you should get some trolley trees while you're at it because then you could have trees in the
They're
yard.
tree-shaped.
They're
So
tree-shaped.
Christmassy.
It's so cool.
You guys want to open another present and then go into our game?
Sure. We have
Let's
one
open
other
another.
present
that.
before the ones that say open last.
Okay, I won't go first this time. This one has substantial mass, by the way.
All right, Ben's already open.
I'm doing some wrapping paper ASMR. Oh, I got a $1 billion chocolate bar.
What?
Which says
Has a sticky note.
the sticky note reads, Ben, my donation to your non-existent Patreon. Which is hilarious, actually. Because of
That's
the
a
hold
Patreon.
on.
generous
We keep
donation.
saying,
Hold
I
on.
forgot. There's also chocolate coins in it.
Mm.
Ooh, Michael's got some chocolate coins.
I got the exact same
Oh.
present, and it says the same message. Look at that.
Mine does too, but
Look
it
at
says
that.
Noah on it.
Mine says Ben on it.
Yeah, Michael says Ben. No, it doesn't. It says Michael.
It's like our outro that one week. I'm Ben. I'm Ben.
And I'm Ben. And I'm Jesse.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I'm
thanks.
Jesse. So much candy. I'm just throwing the wrapping paper in the floor.
In the floor? It's becoming
Right
one with
into
the
it.
floor?
In the floor.
Sweet. Well, great. Thanks. Yeah,
Thank you
that's a
so
lot of
much. I'm
candy.
eating chocolate right now.
Ooh, that's a
Yep,
good idea.
there it goes. Don't regurgitate it like you're a saltine.
Like my saltine. Saltine.
It was a saltine.
Guys, I want to play a
Jesse
game.
has a game for us.
It's been way too
Yeah.
long.
Been
Well,
way too long since we played a game.
Yes.
it's been a whole
Oh,
week,
okay.
so it's too long. Well, for the first time ever, Ben, Michael, and Noah get to compete against each other.
Yes.
And I shall come out victorious.
Well,
This is a
it-
competition for
it
the
is
rights to
rigged,
say whose
so-
podcast it is.
Whoever wins this gets to claim Noodles at Noon as their podcast. So,
Wow.
This is a big deal.
all right. So here's the deal, guys. We are going to play. There's 3 questions. We are playing What's the Deal with Christmas? Y'all know the rules. You just make some stuff up I'm going to ask you what's the deal with something, and you're going to have to tell me. These are all from... Yes, okay, I'm confirming. These are all from recent news stories from this year, all around the world.
Ooh.
And I am keeping it very vague because I like when you guys are just crazy and creative. So let's get rolling. I wrote your names down in the order, Ben, Noah, Michael. So that's just the order that you're going to give me your answers in. So question 1. Noah, don't look at my screen.
So Jesse and I are sharing an earphone.
So we have to be
each have
so
one
close.
Because my headphone splitter wouldn't work. But I'm not looking. I promise I'm not looking.
Okay. All right. Guys, what's the deal with Darth Vader? What's the deal with Darth Vader?
What's the
Ben.
deal with Darth Vader? Well, it's a Christmas Darth Vader thing. And I'm kind of going to piggyback off Michael's LASIK story and say that at the... I almost said the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That wouldn't make any sense. But the whatever the Star Wars place is called at Disney World, not at Disney World, near Disney World, whatever. They had a Darth Vader Christmas happening where Darth Vader kind of changed his look to be red and white to be Santa-esque, which went along very well with his red lightsaber, obviously. And he had a Santa hat on top of his iconic black mask. And all in all, just looked very St. Nicholas-y. So that's what I'm going to go with the deal with Darth Vader being.
All right. Well, Christmas in the dark side. Noah, what's the deal with Darth Vader?
All right. Well, as you all know, this time of year, there are lots of toy drives. And, you can donate toys to kids in need. It's a really great thing to do. I highly recommend it. Now, having said that, not everyone is a good person. Some people, like this man in Florida, dressed up as Darth Vader and went to one of these toy drive locations under the guise of like, oh, I'm here to entertain children. I'm Darth Vader. I'm so cool. And then he stole all the toys, ruining Christmas for all the children, but making for a great Christmas for Darth Vader's children.
Luke and Leia. May I just say, spoiler alert, both of our explanations inexplicably occurred in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's
like
that.
Like that's just built into the show that we have to rag on Florida somehow.
Sorry, Florida. All right, Michael, what's the deal with Darth Vader?
Guys, I take my proverbial baseball bat out of the proverbial... What do they keep baseball bats in, Ben?
Sheath.
They don't keep baseball bats anywhere. A bat rack?
I unsheath my baseball bat from my bat rack. And I see the question coming at me. And I'm going to send this out of the park with my proverbial bat because it's Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, guys. It dropped on Disney+. I'm going to hack Noah's account and watch it this weekend, probably.
Already watched it.
That's it. That's it. It's just the announcement. Something probably funny happens with Darth Vader. I don't know, but I'm that's all I'm saying. Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Well, that's a
on
plug
Disney
for
Plus.
Lego Star Wars
Bye
Holiday
now.
Special. Okay, guys, here's the deal with Darth Vader. Every year, St. Peter's Square in Vatican City displays a unique nativity scene in December. This year, the nativity features a futuristic ceramic display, including an astronaut and a character very reminiscent of Darth Vader. You can look it up if you want. Black helmet and all. The reviews of the nativity are overwhelmingly negative, and I wanted to read this tweet from A.A. Michelangelo. What in the name of sane Christianity have they created in the piazza in the Vatican? Words are inadequate for this horrific creation, which must have come from planet Zog. So people are not happy.
All right, but is Baby Yoda like the...
I mean, it's not even actually Darth Vader, just everyone thinks it is.
No, this looks nothing like Darth Vader.
I like the New York Times article just says, in a tough year, a nativity scene that has had problems.
Yeah. So that was vague. I think because Ben mentioned Darth Vader being part of a Christmas something or other, I guess a point goes to Ben. So well done, Ben. Huzzah.
I accept it.
Huzzah for Ben. Okay.
Who's winning?
Question number 2.
That
This
looks
is
nothing
rolling
like
out.
Darth Vader. I know I'm late to the party. I just looked it up, but that looks nothing like Darth Vader.
Well, I guess people in Vatican City, maybe they're not super into Star Wars, so they just assume like anything space related must be, I don't know.
The special Vatican City release of Star Wars did look a lot more like this. I will say that.
All right, question 2. What's the deal with Ireland? And we're going to Noah first. What's the deal with Ireland?
All right, I do know that Jessy has a deep love of Ireland. I don't know anything about Irish Christmas traditions, so I am going to stab wildly.
Yikes.
I'm going to guess Ireland is choosing not to have Christmas this year because, not because of the pandemic or because of anything related to the pandemic, but because they want to set the example that Santa should not go house to house because then Santa would be a super spreader.
Super spreader Santa.
Wait, hang on. Can I just say that has everything to do with the virus?
I know. I was making it up as I was going along.
That was good effort. Good effort, buddy.
Maybe I'll edit that out to make me sound smarter.
No, that's cheating. Okay, coming
Please
to
don't.
Michael. Coming to Michael next. What's the deal with Ireland?
You know, when people think Ireland, what they immediately think is potatoes. Oh, I can like dovetail off the last answer. They have the most beautiful nativity scene made of carved potatoes. Carved potato nativity scene.
That's charming.
That's my answer.
I hope that is correct.
That better be true.
All right. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Pardon me. Yes, potatoes. Okay. All right, Ben, you're up.
Well,
You're up.
when I think of Ireland,
That's a hint.
Wait, what? What'd I miss?
I already said Ireland.
What did I say?
Nothing, don't worry about
Ben,
it.
it is your turn to answer the question.
When I think of Ireland, I think of the Blarney Stone, which is you gotta kiss the Blarney Stone. And Jessy's understanding of when I said that, the look on her face told me that this answer has nothing to do with the Blarney Stone. And now she's shaking her head.
I just was thinking
but I'm just
COVID
gonna
and gross. That's all.
Kissing the Blarney Stone?
Yeah.
Have you kissed the Blarney Stone?
I think that they have constructed a lovely potato nativity around the Blarney Stone. And
You stole my answer.
the baby Jesus is laying peacefully
That's
on the
great.
Blarney Stone as his manger. No, I'm kidding.
That was my intellectual property.
Okay. I'm sorry your potato nativity has been registered trademarked. But I do think it has something to do with the Blarney Stone, despite all the negative reactions to me saying that. So I'm just going to say they've, in an effort to stop people from kissing the Blarney Stone, they have decorated it for Christmas to stop the spread of COVID. Do they have COVID in Ireland? Is that a thing?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to just read the little blurb I have, and then maybe you guys can determine who, in fact, will get this point. So what's the deal with Ireland? With only a few days to go until Christmas, Ireland made an official statement reassuring worried children that COVID restrictions won't stop Santa Claus. The country's Minister for Foreign Affairs confirmed that Santa's travels will be classed as essential travel for essential purposes, and Santa is, quote, exempt from the need to self-quarantine for 14 days and should be able to come in and out of Irish airspace and homes without having to restrict his movements, end quote. The minister stressed, however, that children should not stay up at night because he needs to socially distance. So I'm going to say that charming, sweet Ireland question goes to, I'm going to give it to Noah. He was dead wrong about
exactly
the...
Because he said the
He was
exact
exactly wrong.
opposite.
But in the
In the
correct
spirit,
arena.
He said Santa. Yeah, he said
He
the
did.
word Santa.
Sounds to me like double standards for the upper class. Like Santa doesn't have to follow these rules. I don't know. I think Ireland should do what I said and cancel Christmas.
I'll be sure to let
You don't
them
get
know.
much more upper class than the North Pole.
Hey.
I was
pretty upper.
actually, I was going to say you can get extra points by making Christmas puns. So I didn't state that early on, but Ben, you get a half point for Christmas type pun. Okay.
I think he's won. Unless Noah. Okay, Noah, we're going to team up so Ben can't win. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the score.
I have 1.5. Noah has 1.
Uh,
Sorry, I didn't know you were about to read the score when I said that.
Well, the extra bonus pun point, that's just in spirit. But for the game, Ben is
Christmas
at
spirit?
1 point. Noah is at 1 point.
Do I get another half point in spirit
Michael
for my just pun that I just said?
Michael has none points. So
Michael has none points.
and we are going to get into some familiar territory here with our final question.
Florida.
What's the deal with Florida Man? And this
Crossover.
is Michael, you get to kick this one off. What's the deal with Florida Man?
What isn't the deal with Florida Man? Am I right? That was dumb. So a Florida Man got massive inspiration from watching the film Home Alone, and he decided that he would become the wet bandit. So he went around stealing stuff from people on Christmas time and flooding their house afterward. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's the correct answer as well.
Okay, good job. Good job, Michael. I guess we'll end it. I don't know. The correct answer. No, we are going to take it to now Ben. What's the deal with Florida Man?
Well, this Florida Man, as we all know, all Florida Man stories stem around the exact same person. So, yeah. But this Florida Man kind of took on a Robin Hoodian thing with a Christmas spin. But what he was doing was he was stealing drugs from rich people and then selling them and then
To
buying
children.
toys for a local toy drive with the money that he got for stealing drugs and then dealing those drugs so he could give toys to children.
I thought this was gonna go. He was gonna sell the drugs to children. So that took a much happier spin, I guess.
Noah.
I guess. All right, Noah, you have a chance. You have a chance here. What is the deal with Florida Man?
All right. Florida Man has been removing all decorations that say Happy Holidays because he's very offended by the general term that appeals to everyone. He wants all references to anything besides Christmas to be removed because it's Florida. So Florida Man runs around stealing or defacing all Happy Holidays signs.
Okay. Well, here's the deal with Florida Man. And this, I think, might make people from Florida who might be listening to the podcast happy instead of sad like usual. So, Florida Man Mike Esmond, a great-grandfather and business owner, paid off the outstanding utility bills for 114 families in his community, totaling
Utility, water, wet bandit.
$7,600. Esmond said, when we had Hurricane Sally that did a lot of damage to a lot of residents here, and the pandemic I know has a lot of people out of work. So his neighbors will find out about this surprise gift on Christmas through
Or
a
if they
card.
read the news.
Or the news.
Through a card sent by the utility authority. So thank you, Mr. Esmond. And I do think, Ben, you were, although, again, in spirit.
Because Mr. Esmond made his money off of dealing drugs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We all know that.
No. All right. No, Mr. Esmond is a very nice man.
Had to deal with a Florida Man and water. Can I point that out?
Michael,
a
you
goat?
get a. That's my awkward. I don't know how to answer you, goat sound. Michael, I'm giving you a half a point. See, good job,
Okay,
Michael.
Noah, take my half a point.
Ben, you take this one away with 2 points. Good job,
Yay.
Ben.
It's
Merry
Ben's
Christmas.
podcast
It's a Christmas
after all.
It is my podcast, but in the giving spirit, I've decided to share it with you all.
Open your present.
Open my
your present.
present. The
Quit
present
talking and open your present.
that's labeled open last.
Oh yeah, we
Here,
have
let
our
me do
open
that.
last presents.
Yep, it says open last right on it. It
Mhm.
says my full name, full legal name, social security, and it says open last.
Oh, yikes.
How did they know that?
Wow.
I know a lot about us.
Michael, you're giving
Here.
away a lot of personal information on this podcast every episode, so they probably
Yeah.
found out.
Yeah.
This is my last present. It said open last, and it came with the note. It also came with a gift card.
Oh.
But I'll read the first thing. It says, Ben, thanks for the podcast, because it is my podcast. And I hope you stop locking your keys in your car. And it's a Noodles at Midnight keychain that I can attach to my keys.
Hey.
Whoa.
Which I will say, I have like 85 things on my keys, but this will go on it quite well. And it also came with a gift card to Starbucks
Whoa.
right
Goodness
here,
gracious.
which
For
reads
$1,000.
Yeah, $1,000. It reads, Ben, I hear Starbucks has more than just pumpkin spice lattes.
Bang. Dead.
Because my hatred,
Killed.
my indifference towards pumpkin spice lattes. So thank you very much, Noodles at Midnight. This is above and beyond. We still have the card to read, but I'll read that after Noah and Michael open their last presents.
Am I next?
Go for it.
Go, Michael.
Sure.
I already kind of opened it because I was excited. So, well, as in I just opened it. You could boost my microphone and hear me open it. I got, guys, a sticky notepad that says,
Whoa.
it's backward on it. Thanks for the podcast and your awesome editing skills. And it says from the desk of Noodles at Midnight. And it's this beautiful gradient from yellow to like purplish magenta. And I don't know why Noodles at Midnight spent money on me. I'm not worth anything. But they gave me a
That's
gift
not
card
true, Michael.
to Starbucks. And it says, Michael, I don't know if you like Starbucks or not, but I hear they have hot chocolate and baked goods. Baked goods is my thing. I don't do coffee. I think I may have said that. But I mean, the parfait, a little brownie here and there.
Starbucks has all kinds
That's
of stuff.
awesome.
Parfait.
Thank you.
Hot take.
Sweet.
All right, I am going to open mine as well. I want to comment, Michael. I think it's funny that they put a sticky note on the pack of sticky notes, but it's a
Yes,
different
but it
sticky
wasn't
note.
their
But
sticky
it
note.
wasn't
So
the
it's like a
sticky
bonus
note.
sticky
Well,
note.
if they would have written on the first sticky note, that would have been kind of like, okay, really? But I mean, it works better this time.
Oh my gosh, guys. We got
A deck of cards.
a deck of cards with Noodles at Midnight and Noodles at Noon logos.
Those are awesome.
Where do you get those made?
That is amazing. And it says, Noah, thanks for the podcast, and I never imagined the lengths you would take to find me. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry if you felt uncomfortable with any of my hacking. And also a Starbucks gift card as well, which I can't get open. Oh, I broke it.
There's a little bit of tape.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I just broke right through it. And it says, Noah, have fun next pumpkin spice latte season. And knowing me, I probably will save this for pumpkin spice latte season because it's just the best. Wow.
Those
so thank you so
cards.
much, Noodles
That
at
was
Midnight.
shocking.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I still have the card to read, which I have right here.
Do you want to read the card?
And I shall read it for you all. It says, Noodles at Noon. Your podcast brought some light to a year that sometimes felt like endless night. No, I won't break into song, but the temptation sure is strong. You say the show is about things not worth focusing on, but this show does more than just make people yawn. Hang on, sidebar. Does it make people yawn?
It
Yeah,
just
your
had to
mom.
rhyme.
It puts your
Listening
mom to sleep.
it.
That's true. My mom does fall asleep listening to it. It gives us a glimpse of your kind and joyful hearts, which is way better than fancy go-karts. Not sure about that. I love a good go-kart. When your listeners are feeling down, you give us a reason to smile instead of frown, a chance to laugh out loud. For this, you should be proud. So thank you for this podcast. It has been a blast. Listening to you all each week is definitely better than listening to mice squeak. I hope your holidays are full of great cheer and that merry times will soon be near. I hope these next few weeks are grand like a thrilling hedgehog jazz band. Good luck with things, and I cannot wait to see what the new year brings. Happy holidays, your friends at Noodles at Midnight.
So it could be multiple
That
people.
was wonderful.
It could be multiple people, as this package was shipped from Florida.
It's Florida,
because
man.
I
It's
did
that
go
Florida
through all
man.
the tracking information on it
Well,
to try and
that-
figure out who you
that
are.
That poem was
But that
very
poem
nice.
Was lovely, and I love it, and I shall frame it. I've talked
And
about
we've
framing a lot of things this
Still
episode.
learn nothing.
Yeah, I still have no idea who you are, but we will soon enough. I
We
have
should
my
go to-
ideas.
Let's go to every Starbucks in the nation and consult them on who spent X amount of dollars on gift cards, because they probably bought the 3 at the same transaction.
That's
so we
true.
go track that down, find out who they are, and send Noah with Christmas tidings of great joy.
Yeah, no, you can do it. I'll still be wearing my pajamas, so I mean,
I'm dressed. I guess I'll go.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, Noodles at Midnight. That is above and beyond what we ever expected to come of this podcast. So thank you very much. I'm not sure how you got my address, but thank you for the cards. Thank you for the keychain. Thank you for the sticky notes that you gave Michael. Thank you for all the candy. It will probably be gone by the end of the day, at least in my house, because I love candy. But thank you so much. And for the lovely note. It sure means a lot. And yeah.
Guys, it's been a
Sweetness.
good year.
It has been a good year. Well, okay, let's not lie.
It's been a
year.
Like we said on the Thanksgiving episode, not to discredit the bad things that have happened this year, but some good has happened this year too, and this podcast has been really fun.
It has.
I'm sad this is our last episode ever.
Me too.
Yep, that's it.
I'm
guys.
taking
There's
over.
The announcement.
It's just
Yep.
going to be
Yeah.
like me talking to myself hour from now on.
Jesse Goat at noon.
Can we edit
Hey
that
guys,
out?
welcome to Jesse Goat.
Well,
May I just say, Jesse, if you ever did want to start your own podcast, you did a really good job, with the whole game thing and speaking. So,
And if you use our affiliate link,
and if you use, you can save $20 at checkout.
Well, thanks for having me on again, and thanks for risking the 4-person on a call potential awkwardness. So this was really.
I don't
fun.
know if they'll be able to tell us all apart now that there's 4 of us and we all sound the same. But
Thanks,
Yeah.
Ben. Thanks a lot.
That's troubling.
sorry that
No.
our mics sounded not quite as good this week. It's kind of a rough setup over here, but we made it work. And just to show that women are equal, we're actually going to let Jesse edit this week's podcast.
yeah,
Yep.
It'll
And send
roll
the
out
show.
in 2022.
nope. Jesse gets Jesse gets to do the outro. So take it away.
Well, guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Merry everything, and thanks for listening. There might be some cool music behind my voice right now, and we'll. Oh wait, noodlespodcast.com. Go there.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Topicplease.com.
Well, Merry Christmas, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Scene.